Good afternoon. Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, think about sticking around. We're upgrading our content and trying to make new and better content every week. So this is going to be the 5,000 mile update on my KLR. Mama's has got just enough on it for its first oil change. Again, she only rides hers weekends, little short evening rides. So 5,000 miles. Bike's holding up really well. You know, I'm doing the majority of my commute's freeway. Half of it's 80 miles an hour, half of it's 65 miles an hour. And if you've seen my videos where I'm in traffic, you see that 65 is usually 75. Nobody drives the speed limit over there. So front tire is cupping pretty good. It's not holding up too well, even though it looks like it still has a good amount of tread. The back tire completely smoked at 5,000 miles. I have new tires coming, and next week that'll be the update video. I got the Dunlop Trail Max Missions for the bike. Guys are getting like 8,000 miles out of them. I really wanted to try the Motaz GPS. Guys are getting up to 10,000 miles on those. So everywhere's sold out of them. So I'm going to start with the Dunlop Trail Max Missions. And we'll see, because obviously, you know, we're coming up. Wednesday will be the 2-month period for this bike, and I will have put 6,000 miles on it by then. So the Trail Maxes, if they only hold up 5,000 miles, then I'll be onto another set of tires this summer. If they do hold up, then I should get the rest of the riding season out of those tires. And of course, we'll take them on road, off road, see what they do. But 5,000 miles, man. The only thing I had come loose was I had the seat bolt turn up missing. That was before it was out of warranty, so that was replaced, of course, by the dealership. And then yesterday, when we were putting on the pannier racks, these two bolts here were loose. But I don't know if that was actually related to just overall vibration, which more than likely it was, or if that was when I dropped the bike, because I put this ding here on it, and I put I bent the foot peg for the passenger. So crash bars are coming up this week as well. They'll get in Wednesday, so next weekend's video on the bikes and upgrading on the bikes is going to be the getting the crash bars mounted. Mom will be doing hers, I'll be doing mine, of course, and we'll go from there. So next week's videos, we might not have a destination video like this week, but we will have the crash bars getting mounted up, and we'll have initial review on the tires. Other than that, man, I did my initial oil change. It does use a little bit of oil, but that's known. Obviously, the Thermobob takes care of that, but I've made the decision that I'm not doing any mechanical upgrades on this bike till the 7,500 mile oil change and valve adjustment, which obviously is going to be in about a month. At that point, I think I'm going to add fork brace, and I think I'm going to do the Thermobob to see if it will actually stop the oil burning. It's not burning a lot of oil. I am using about maybe 1/8 of a quart every other week. So, you know, I'm getting, let's say 1,500 miles to 1/8 of a quart. So I still have the leftover quart from my oil change, because, you know, the bike takes 2.1 quarts of oil. And that last quart of the 3 quarts I bought when I did the oil change, I haven't even used half of that remaining quart. So the oil consumption's not bad. If you were for you to completely run this thing out of oil, you would have to go months and months and thousands of miles without keeping an eye on the bike at all. Doohickey, I don't think I'm going to do the doohickey. I think I'm going to crack the cases when we do the valves. We'll look at it there, and then if the spring is wearing through the tab that holds it in place, then we may do the doohickey at that point. But I will check the doohickey at 7,500 miles and let you guys know what I find. Also, at the 7,500 mile oil change and valve adjustment, I am expecting the valves to be out of adjustment. I am noticing that I'm starting to get a rattle. Not anything concerning, not to think that the bike's having any issues, but it's just I'm putting a lot of hard miles at fast highway speeds on this bike. And so it's one of those deals where I'm expecting it to be out of spec, but nothing major. Like I said, the bike's still running great. Bike's still getting great gas mileage. So yeah, the only thing I wish I had done sooner was ordered the pannier racks and the crash bars. I wish I'd have done those right off the bat. And the only reason that I wish that I would have done that is because I did drop my bike on that nasty trail. Now, luckily, I bent a foot peg and put a little nick here in the plastics. It didn't even actually deform or break the plastics. So as far as it goes, like this bike, man, I've been putting hard miles on it, and I still have no qualms about firing it up, filling it up, and riding. And it surprisingly hasn't rattled apart yet. So I probably will do the 16 tooth at 7,500 as well, just because I do so many highway miles. And you know, and like I said, we've got installation videos coming up, and we've got reviews coming up, and hopefully I'm getting out the content that you guys want to see. Hit me up in the comments if you guys want to see something more, or you want to see something specific. If it's within my purview or my price range, then I'll more than likely do it. So, but again, I'm not doing anything mechanical to this bike till 7,500, and then Mama's bike, I probably won't do anything mechanical to. She barely rides it hard enough to worry about it. So if I come up along something that makes my bike that much better, like say the fork brace, or maybe a smaller fender or something, takes all the wobble out at 75, 80 miles an hour, then I will probably do the same thing to Mama's bike, just so that when she finally does start riding freeway, she isn't freaked out by the wobble. And obviously, like the doohickey or the thermal bob, if I end up having to do the doohickey on my bike, I'll do it on hers. If the thermal bob stops my bike from burning oil and makes it that much more comfortable, convenient, whatever you want to say, then I will do that to her bike. Other than that, I'm going to be ordering the hard panniers for this bike, and Mama's going to get the soft. So we're going to do a comparison on and off road of hard and soft panniers. So, but yeah, man, she's been a great bike. I expect her to be around for a while. 5,000 miles went quick. I mean, that was 2 months. I think I got 4 whole videos out of the first 5,000 miles with this bike. So, you know, clutch has been holding in real good. Fuel mileage has been staying the same. You know, obviously I'm only getting like 48 doing the freeway, but I'm only doing half of my trip is freeway. The rest, the other part of the freeway where it's not 80, I'm getting about 50 miles to the gallon. And then on the weekends when I'm riding with Mama and top speed is 60, 65, and we're hitting little dirt roads and stuff like that, I'm consistently getting 55 miles to the gallon. I have no problem hitting that 240, 260 miles before the fuel light starts flickering. And I've gone all the way to just like 302 with the fuel light flickering for 50 miles at that point in time. And I finally just pulled into the gas station and stopped. I do carry a small bottle of gas on the bike in case I do run out of gas, but I didn't want to run out of gas because I was at a spot where the gas station was there. I didn't want to get 4 more miles down the road and then put my little bottle of gas in and then get back to the gas station. So I chickened out, and I probably could have gone another 40 miles. At the point that I filled it up, I still had just under a gallon on the bike, actually. So it's a matter of trusting, you know, the mileage on the bike. I reset my trip meter every time I fill up so I can keep track of it. And I knew I was getting to the point where it was going to be low. I just didn't realize I still had quite a bit of range left on the bike. So it's still light, still nimble, even with the tires. You know, I'll do a B-roll here on the tires for you guys, but I have a very noticeable flat spot in the back tire. And so I have a shoulder, and you would think that you would feel that shoulder as you were running around doing whatever and zipping in and out of traffic. And honestly, I don't feel that shoulder. The only time I feel any slippage at all with that tire is when I'm on the dirt roads, because I don't have much traction left back there.